Hello friends, welcome to PG department of LG University. This is a lecture series of subject Applied Mathematics for the first semester student in Computer Engineering branch. Here I, Dharmin Patel, presenting a video lecture on topic random variable from the unit number 5 probability part 1. What is a random variable? So if sometime we have an experiment like tossing the coin 2 times. In this case, we have a HH, HT, TH and TT. This type of outcomes occur. In this case, if we want to calculate the probability of at least one H or one T, in both the case, we have a same type of probability. So here we connect this same type of probability with the number of elements or real number, and that is called a random variable. So let us understand the concept of random variable. Here random variable is a real valued function whose domain is sample space, and here we find the one function x be a random variable function or random variable because it is connected with the domain S, which is sample space, and it is connected with the some real number or natural number. So here S be our random experiment and S is suppose x1, x2, xn. This type of elements are xn, S, which are outcomes of random experiment. And now if we toss the coin 1 time, so we get the H and T. So these two are our elements. Similarly, if we toss the coin 2 times, then HH, HT, TH, TT, these are our elements of random experiment. So that are actually denoted as x1, x2, xn. And now x be a function from S to any real number random variable function. It is known as a random variable function. So x of xi, because xi's are elements of S and it is connected with the some real number ki, that is our random variable function or random variable. Now here we toss the coin 3 times, then sample space will be HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, HTT, THT, TTH and TTT. There are 8 elements in this sample space, and now we connect every element with the some real number or some particular natural number. So here x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x7, x8. There are 8 elements in our sample space when we toss the coin 3 times, and x be a random variable function or random variable which is denoted as, here we are taking the number of h in the experiment. So here x of xi is equal to number of h in the trial, that is our random experiment function or random variable function. Here we have a x of x1 because x1 is HHH. So here x of HHH will be 3 because we are taking we are getting 3 times h. Here x of x2 is HHT. Similarly, here we are taking h 2 times. So in this case, we have a x of x2 is 2, 2, 2. Similarly, x of h, th, we have a 2 number, and x of thh is also 2. So here all 3 elements have a same answer, and x5, that is x of h, t, t. Similarly, x of tht and x of tth have a 1 answer because we have a number of h in these 3 elements are 1. And in the x of x8, that is x of ttt, we have a 0. So here we have a 3 type of outputs. In this case, here S is our sample space and this is our random variables outputs 0, 1, 2 and 3. So this element is connected with 3, H. These elements are connected with 2. We get here x2, x3, x4 have a 2H in the experiment, and x5, x6, x7 have a only one H in the experiment, or x8 has a no H in experiment. So that is a function between S and real number R. Let us understand with a more example. A bag contains the 2 white ball and 1 red ball, and we are defining the one function random variable number of red ball in a trial in each case. So when we take the one ball from the bag, here we have a 2 white ball and 1 red ball in the bag. So white ball are written as W1 and W2 and red ball is R. So finally, here what is the experiment? So if we select the one ball from that particular bag, in this case we note down the color of that particular ball, and after that we put again into the bag and select the another ball. So that is our random experiment. So every time we are taking the 2 times selection of ball, and in this case what is the outputs? So here outputs are first case W1, W1. So first in this case we select the first time W1 and then we put into the bag again and we select the same ball. That is the case number 1. Second one is W1, W2. That means if we select the first white ball, put in the bag, and again second time we are taking the ball, then it will be a second white ball, not first one. And similarly for case 3 and 4, W2, W1 and W2, W2. So in all 4 above cases, we haven't a red ball, and our experiment random variable is like number of red ball in a trial. So in first 4 trial, we haven't any type of red ball occurred. Now we will take the another case. First we pick up the white number 1 ball and put in the bag, and again we are taking the ball. At that time we get the red ball. So here we have a one time red ball. Second, interchange these two, and in the case number 7 and 8 we guess the same process with the second white ball. And last case is first we select the red ball. When we pick up the first time ball which is red, again we put in the bag, and again we are taking the ball, and at that time again we get the red ball. So these are 9 cases available, and now we write down the sample space like this: W1, 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 W2, W2, W1, W2, W2, W1 R, R, W1, W2 R, R, W2 and R, R. So this is sample space, and number of elements in the sample space are 9, and these are the x1, x2, xn. So our x1, x2, xn's are W1, 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 W2, W1R like this. And now what is the random variable? So already is given. It is a function from S to R, and it is defined as xi is equal to number of red ball in the trial. So here in the first trial, in the first 4 trial, we haven't a red ball. So x of x1, x of W1, W1 is only 0 because no red ball in this case for first 4 case. So here x of x1, x of x2, x of x3 and x of x4 are 0. And now we calculate the second case. So second case is x of x5, x of x6, that is W1R, x of x6, it is RW1, x of x W2R and x of RW2. In each case we have a one time red ball occurred, so it is connected with one random variable, one real number, and in the case of last one, x9, we have a only red ball 2 times, so no white ball. So here x of 9 is 2. So that is the connection of our variables outputs of sample space with the real number. That is our concept of random variable. Probability of random variable is nothing but it is the probability with the number of elements. Toss the coin 3 times, we get the 8 elements. In this case, we have a x1, x2, xn, xi, and this is our random variable function. Already we seen it. So here number of h is our random variable in the trial, and these are already we completed. HHH, HHT, and THH is 2. X of HTT, HTHT, and TTH is 1, and X of TTT is equal to 0. Already we seen in the previous example. Now we have a total number of elements are 8 in the sample experiment. So here we have a n of s is 8, and now we calculate the probability of x equal to 0, that means no h occurred in experiment. So that is 1 by 8 because 0 occurred only one time. Similarly, probability of 1 occurred 3 times. Here h, tt, hth, and tth. So here probability of 1 head is equal to 3 by 8. Similarly, probability of x equal to 2, it is 2 head occurred during the experiment. Its probability is 3 by 8, and probability of x equal to 3, that means the 3 head occurred every time head is occurred. That type of trial probability is 1 by 8. So that is called a probability distribution. And now there is some condition for the probability distribution. We will understand. This is the probability distribution condition. Probability of each number or each random variable is greater than or equal to 0, and probability sum of these probabilities is 1. That is our condition. Then this is the proper probability distribution, and in this case also we check the probability distribution. Already we done this example, and now total number of elements is 9, and here we have this type of probability distribution. And in this case now we have this type of probability distribution, and in this case we have 4 times no red ball occurred, so its probability is p of x0 equal to 9, 4 by 9. P of x equal to 1, that means the 1 time red ball occurred is 4 by 9, and 2 times red ball occurred is 1 by 9. And now we can check it. Each probability is greater than or equal to 0, and sum of probability is 1, so it is a proper probability distribution. So finally here we understand the concept of random variable and probability of random variable. There are 2 main important conditions. Is probability of each random variable should be greater than or equal to 0, and sum of probability of random variable should be 1. If these 2 conditions are held, that is our distribution is properly distributed, and it is known as the probability distribution. So here we discussed the concept of probability distribution. Now in the next lecture we will discuss of the topic probability and mass function and probability density function from the unit number 7, probability number part 2. Thank you very much.